Hey there, everybody. Pete Pardo here from Sea Tranquility. Welcome to day 23 of albums that are 30 years old in 2022 as we look back on our favorite releases from 1992. I stress that word favorites, and I'm going to get back to that in a minute. So today, as we've been doing each and every day this month, we're going back to that year in 1992, picking out our favorite albums. This particular one released September 29th, 1992. Released on Columbia Records, produced by the band and Dave Jordan. Of course, we're talking about the second full-length studio album from Seattle's Alice in Chains, Dirt. How about that album cover, right? There the guys are right there. So the reason why I'm stressing this whole favorites thing, this little mini rant here is basically, this is a direct response to one of our longtime viewers. And I'm actually pretty surprised at his behavior here. But he has been complaining all month on almost every one of these videos. Pete, how can you just keep ignoring all the great grunge albums from 1992. You're losing all your credibility. Grunge was the best thing happening in 1992, and you are purposefully going out of your way not to mention any of them. Well, Mr. Viewer, the last time I checked, these month-long shows that I do, I list my personal favorites, and I ask everybody to do the same each and every day. This is not me regurgitating the best-selling albums of 1992. This is not me saying, oh, well, grunge was the number one type of music being sold in 1992, so I'm just going to talk about grunge all month. It's not what this is. This is our favorites. Ours, yours, and mine. So my 31 favorites are going to be my absolute favorites. They could be really obscure albums. They could be prog albums, jazz albums, metal albums, grunge albums, disco albums, whatever. Who gives a shit, right? But they're my favorites. They don't have to be anything. And I'm certainly not going to regurgitate what the best-selling albums were from 1992. You can get that anywhere. You can go anywhere on the internet and find the best-selling albums from 1992, grunge albums, whatever you want, rap albums, whatever. All right? That's not what I'm doing. I'm picking my favorites. I do this every month. This is nothing new here. Right? So for you to tell me almost every single day, complain that once again he's ignoring another grunge album and he's picking a metal album or whatever it is, or a prog album, whatever. They're my favorites, dude. Come on, get over it. If you've been watching this channel for all these years, you know I'm not a big grunge fan. This is no secret. So I'm not just going to start spewing grunge albums if those aren't my favorites. We're picking our favorites, yours and mine. So direct your energy in a different way. Instead of every day complaining about what I'm picking, pick your favorites. That's what this is all about. I never understand why people complain when we do these picking our favorites, whether it's ranking the albums or the yearly things or whatever, when people throw a conniption based on an album that I choose. It's my choice. It's my favorite. Direct your energy into putting your favorites. I like what I like. You like what you like. If we all like the same thing, this would be the most boring place in the universe, right? I'm not here to reaffirm what your favorites are. I'm picking my favorites. That's how it works. If you were doing your own channels, you guys would do the exact same thing. So it's no different. So please, all right? I'm not a big grunge fan. However, the two bands that I do like from this era are Soundgarden and Alice in Chains. I like them both quite a bit. To me, they're not quite grunge. They're very different from some of the other bands. This is more of a kind of a doomy, gloomy heavy metal record. And I love it for it, right? So, of course, we've got Jerry Cantrell on guitars and co-lead vocals, Lane Staley on lead vocals, a little bit of rhythm guitar, Mike Starr on bass, and Sean Kinney on drums. So a really, really great album, very impactful album, and I think this album really holds up quite well today. I loved it when it came out. Still love it a lot to this day. I find most of the Alice in Chains records hold up really, really well. And they, to me, again, this is just me, I listen to like Nirvana stuff, or I listen to, some of the other bands that were popular around that time, Stone Temple Pilots and so on and so forth. And to me, they sound very dated. And while initially I like some of that stuff, Pearl Jam too, I just found that like over the years, to me anyway, that stuff hasn't really held up well. It's almost like it was for that little time period, and outside of that time period, it doesn't work. This stuff, however, I mean, this sort of thing, we could have heard this in the 80s. We could have heard some of this stuff in the 70s. We certainly still hear Alice in Chains albums now that come out. They still sound like this, even without Lane, and they're fresh, and they're heavy, they're moody, they're doomy. Great guitar work, great vocals, still really good. So this album Classics everywhere you go. Them Bones, what a great way to start off the album. Big, heavy, supercharged, love it. Damn That River, just love the bass, love the riffs. It just plows. Love the vocals. Rain When I Die is so emotional, so gutsy. Down in a Hole, more atmospheric. Still those emotional vocals, very pain vocals, right? Love it. Sick Man, heavy, in your face. Rooster, love Rooster. Rooster's one of my favorites on the album. Good hooks in that song, really, really cool. You got Junkhead, you got title track Dirt, you got Godsmack, which is crazy. You got Hate to Feel, Angry Chair. Angry Chair is mysterious and moody and heavy and doomy. And then you got Wood. Wood might be one of my favorite tracks on the album. I mean, for me, Wood, Angry Chair, Sick Man. I like Rooster a lot too. Down in a Hole, Rain When I Die is great. Damn That River is great. Them Bones is great. And most of these songs are, a couple are in the 3-minute range. Some are 4, 5, or 6. None of them too long. It's an absolute classic. I listened to it recently and I was like, man, this is just as good as it was back in 1992. So good. So anyway, there's your pick for today. Alice in Chains, Dirt, day 23. We got about a week to go, folks. That's about it. So all of these that you're hearing now are my absolute favorites from 1992. Again, they don't need to match yours. It's the name of the game. If my picks matched yours, like I said, this would be a pretty boring world. So list your pick, your favorite from 1992 in the comments below, as well as any opinions you might have on Alice in Chains Dirt. And visit us on the web at www.seatranquility.org. We're on Facebook. We're on Twitter. Of course, we're here on YouTube all the damn time. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon on the channel here, right? We've got, what do we got coming up? We've got new album review day today, new product review day today, so we got a couple records for you to dive into. We've got the new Ghost, the new Michael Harris. I'm going to try and get to the new Ty Tabor today as well. We've got a new Martin Popoff book. We've got another really cool book. Got a couple of book reviews for you today. So lots of new stuff to check out. And of course, stay tuned tomorrow morning for another album that's 30 years old in 2022. So till then, please subscribe if you haven't already and click on that notification bell. We also have the links to our Ko-Fi page for channel donations below and the link to our merch page. Get all sorts of cool Sea Tranquility stuff. So thanks for watching. I'm Pete Pardo. See you real soon. Bye-bye.